In 1928, the Amazon was a green abyss. Henry Ford looked at it and saw a parking lot.
Henry Ford was tired of the British rubber monopoly. He decided to grow his own empire. In Brazil,
Henry Ford got the land for free because he promised to modernize Brazil. He modernized a graveyard.
He's rich. He must know what he's doing.
He did not.
He bought 5,000 square miles of land. He called it Fordlandia. It was going to be perfect. First problem, the river was too shallow for his massive ships. Henry Ford's project was literally stuck in the mud from day one.
Ford never actually visited the place. He managed the jungle from a desk in Michigan. It looked like progress. It was actually a delivery of $20 million worth of future junk. Ford hired a guy who manned a factory. He didn't know a rubber tree from a dandelion.
Is this a tire?
Not yet, sir.
Administrative excellence in a swamp. Ford demanded paperwork for every insect bite.
I want that bird to learn to say, assembly line.
Back in Detroit, the papers called him a visionary. In Brazil, they called him a gringo with too much money.
It looks so organized, like a circuit board.
I'm a genius. I'm Henry Ford.
He built an American town, fire hydrants, golf courses, and zero booze in the middle of the rainforest.
Wait, that's not right. Just push it a little to the south.
It was the tallest structure in the north. And it was full of warm, stagnant water. A monument to a city that didn't have any water pipes for 3 years.
I'm the king of the jungle now.
He built the best hospital in South America. But he wouldn't let the doctors use modern medicine if he didn't like it.
Sir, the workers are sick.
Have they tried more oatmeal?
That's the sound of another broken tractor. He forced his Brasilia workers to dress like they were in Detroit at 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ford insisted on Michigan hours. In the Amazon, people were literally melting. They used Michigan designs. No airflow. The houses were ovens with porches.
Why did Henry Ford give us a fireplace? It's 110 degrees.
That's another worker passing out. Ford wanted the lawns perfect, in a jungle that grows an inch an hour.
Get that lawn down. Ford is watching.
Building a new fiasco over the old one.
It's dead. But it's a very straight, dead tree.
The sound of a project that refused to adapt.
Henry Ford believed oatmeal made men moral. The workers believed it made them angry.
I want beans. You get oatmeal. I want a revolution.
No alcohol was allowed, so the workers built the Island of Innocents across the river for bars and brothels.
Ford's ban only made the party across the river louder.
If they dance together, they'll work together.
Henry Ford was very wrong.
To fix the morale, Ford mandated square dancing. Because nothing cures a riot like a good doozy-doo. The workers were exhausted. The sun was burning. But the dancing had to continue.
The wives of the managers hated it even more. No bridge clubs, just snakes. The humidity! The failure! Much better.
They taught American history to kids who just wanted to know how to avoid jaguars.
Tastes like Detroit.
The only golf course in the world where the hazards are literal anacondas.
Is that a par 4? No, it's a par. Run for your life.
The rhythm of a dying city. I have a great idea for a city.
Don't do it, Henry.
The only thing Ford successfully killed in the Amazon was time.
The real boss of Fordlandia.
The workers hated the American food. No rice, no beans, just oatmeal and canned peaches. The oatmeal revolt was about to begin.
I'm not the cure, Henry.
In 1930, the workers snapped. They destroyed the clocks. They destroyed the trucks. Henry Ford's utopia was on fire.
The managers fled in boats. The jungle was taking its first bite of Fordlandia.
It took a whole arma to save the managers from the oatmeal.
Is this the assembly line? No, it's a rescue.
I'm in New York. I'm done with porridge. The workers are happy. They love the dancing.
They were literally on fire, Steve.
Tastes like litigation and swamp water.
But the real killer was a fungus. Ford's engineers weren't botanists. They planted the trees like a parking lot. They picked the worst spot for rubber. A monumental failure of basic research.
Grow, you expensive stick.
South American leaf blight. It ate the trees. It ate the profit. It ate Henry Ford's dream. The caterpillars were the only ones enjoying the buffet. The supply chain of the century, broken by a bug. The jungle was laughing at Detroit. The generator was too loud for the monkeys. The monkeys started throwing things. Monkeys 1, Henry Ford 0.
The true critics of the assembly line.
Henry Ford didn't give up. He built a second city, Belterra. He thought a new name would fix the fungus. Round 2. Henry Ford tries to graft American trees onto Amazon roots.
Spoiler. No. Take that, nature! We have steam now!
A monumental failure of industrial colonization.
The war was on. The tires were needed, and the trees were still dead. We need tires for the Jeeps. The fungus said no. Science fixed what the industrialist couldn't. With chemicals, not dancing!
Goodbye, Fordlandia. Hello, neoprene. Henry Ford was losing interest. The jungle was winning. They sold it back to Brazil for a fraction of the cost. A $20 million loss.
The sound of the contract being canceled.
They left so fast, they left the lights on. The jungle had a new nightlight.
Splash! That's a lot of money.
He's gone, but the fungus is still there. 17 years later, the jungle is finally quiet and very, very green.
Leaving the dream behind. It was a long walk home. We did it! Now, does anyone have some cereal? They came for the money. They stayed for the riot.
Value is subjective when you're dying of malaria. He wanted to turn nature into a machine. Nature had a better design.
Do you have any gin?
The most productive part of the city was the cemetery.
Coal for the utopia that wasn't.
Hubris is a flammable gas.
Sir, the jungle is eating the trucks. What should I do? Tell them to dance more. $20 million spent. 0 tires made. Monumental.
I still think the oatmeal was a good idea.
Henry Ford forgot that rivers aren't straight lines like highways.
Whoops! My boat is now 2 smaller boats. That's another $1 million sinking. The heart of the machine, still beating in the vines.
Henry Ford thought he was bigger than the Amazon. The Amazon is very, very big.
I'm still right. Glug.
The river, all whale wins. A monumental failure of imagination. A tragic success for the jungle.
2 worlds that were never meant to meet. Especially not over a bowl of oatmeal.
A story of triumph. And a lot of oatmeal.
Subscribe. Don't let your YouTube feed become a jungle of bad content. Subscribe. I'll give you a free bowl of oatmeal.
Don't do it. It's lumpy.
Smash the like button. It helps us pay for the square dancing lessons.
Cha-ching! Fiascos are expensive, but likes are free.
The town that Michigan forgot. The final word on the 1930 budget.
Denied. Go back to Detroit.
They make cars now. They buy their rubber from someone else. Smart move.
I'm a Mustang. I don't need a jungle.
Old, useless, and easily popped.
Goodbye, Henry. Thanks for the francs. I mean, dollars.
It was the biggest story in Detroit until the stock market crash, which was 20 minutes later.
Arrogance dug it. Fungus filled it.
He never admitted he was wrong. He just stopped talking about it.
The workers are happy. They love the dancing.
They were literally on fire, Steve.
That's the sound of the hangar door closing.
The monkeys were happy. Finally, a desk for us. Welcome to Monkey Ford. It's hairy.
You can't transplant a culture like a tree, especially if the tree is dead.
Check your soil. Check your ego. Or don't build in a jungle.
The rhythm of $20 million leaving the bank.
Is it safe?
Only if you like square dancing with ghosts.
The jungle is finishing what the riot started.
Down you go. Make room for the orchids.
To Fordlandia, the world's most successful square dance fiasco. Better. "10 feet deep? I'm gonna need a taller manager."
The sound of a dream meeting reality.
Shine, useless and easily punctured by a thorn.
I just wanted to be a parking lot.
The stock price just bounced into the mud. Sell! 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 The accountant just looked at the oatmeal bill and fainted.
I was a budget. Now I'm a tragic poem about rubber.
He's still watching. He still thinks the oatmeal was a success.
They spent more on lawyers than the ditch was worth.
Gloop! Send! Help! And a dry towel.
The American dream is finally buried in the mud. It's still there, despite Henry Ford's best efforts.
Take that, Fordlandia! See you next time the tire pops.
By 1945, Fordlandia was a ghost town. Nature 1, Henry Ford 0. Henry Ford never got his rubber. But he did give us the most expensive square dance in history.
The empire was deflating, one leaf at a time.
The forest is moving back in.
There goes the budget.
Legend says they're still trying to find the rubber to this day. He left his mark. Mostly on the cemetery records.
And that's the end of the 1928 season.
Gravity always wins, especially when the mud is made of dollars.
Boom!
Look at that. It's practically glowing with hubris.
History is messy, especially in the Amazon.
Send us your fiascos in comments. We have oatmeal to spare.
And don't forget to check the soil. Wicked fungus out there. Bye-bye.